Welcome on in everyone to Total Warhammer 3 and Part 9 of our Tamurkhan Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here following the Maggot Lord's merry journey towards Nuln, but we've taken a slight detour and started to kick the gold out of the Druchii that are over here. The intention was to come on over and subjugate Kevin the Demon Prince, but he was having none of it, so we are likely going to have to beat him up a little bit more and teach him yet another lesson. It says it's improving, but he's incredibly hostile, so as soon as he does have an army that's capable of fighting, he likely will attempt to strike on out. I have forced him to only be at the Bilious Cliffs, which is a just a tier 1 settlement that's all damaged up at the moment, so he shouldn't be a problem, at least for some time. In between episodes, I can only show it off with a secondary lord here, so in between episodes I came on in and just put in a few more of our, unlocked a few more chieftain units for recruitment. We've got the Famir with great weapons and an additional unit of Rot Knights, so some more lads when we have some more income under our belt. We are so very close to getting a couple of the aligned, more likely than not, we're very close to getting the Ezar Doombolt quest battle, which should be a lot of fun. Because the one for Kasich was awesome. We need to do more raising to make Kargan happy. Fighting Empire, Bretonia, Cathay, or Kislev, we are very close to doing both. And what I could do is, once we have subjugated Grimgor, I could then pivot to going after Cathay proper. I'm going to deal with the any Tzeentchian faction we come across with extreme prejudice, so Tzeentch is going to be wiped out Order 66 style. I guess not quite, because Disney's made sure that Order 66 was very ineffective. Up here with the counter, I have decided I'm going to try a little bit of sneakiness, so I came out to this side, jumped into an ambush, and then pulled him to the front of Blizzard Peaks. We're going to try to catch Grimgor trying to attack Blizzard Peak there. May not happen, like he's saying there, but we'll try our best. And actually, do you have a plague, sir? You don't? Well, let us fix that. Counter shall brew one for you post-haste. Maybe not. Oh, never mind. We've already used our attrition-causing plague, so we shall not. We'll wait. You're lucky this time, Grimgor. So we're down to only the 1 dominance, but I think we'll start building that up in no time, especially since all we're really going to be using it for is going to be our chieftain abilities, which only cost the 1 for both tiers. Please never change it. But we do need to do some upgrading on our actual allegiance points before we can get any more abilities active, so the ones we do have are pretty good, but we need the ones for the likes of Grorkmer, which will give us Beast Path stance for all armies, letting us jump around between mountains and things much more easily. And across the river down here to where, I guess, the Sea of Claws, where the Norskins would have to take their longships, we could just assault. We could go for an auto-resolve here at Haggrave, but I think that would be doing our armies a disservice. We need some experience fighting against Shades, which is going to be a whole lot of fun. Alright. I'm thinking the best place to attack from is going to be up here on this hill. They do have more towers there. There's 2 gates to go through on both sides. It's pretty much an identical attack vector, so we're going to come on in from this side. Plus, we have a little bit of a hill to protect our troops on the way in, so we'll grab the Doom Train and our engineers. Oh, that's right, mods. My volume a little bit of a bump because I can't hear very much at all. Even looks like they're quiet on your guys' side too, so let me turn them up just a little bit. Please let me know in the comments if they get too loud, so we'll bring it up to about here. There we are, so Thomas the Pain Train, we'll get Ezar the Doombolt. And that's this group. They're ready to go. So we'll make them group 1, even though they don't necessarily deserve to be. We will have Kasich and his Rot Knights, and I'm thinking the Famir, I like bringing them all in one group. It is a terrifying combination. Famir, do you guys have anything like Siege Attacker? They do. How much damage do they do extra to buildings? So even though they do have Siege Attacker, they do 0% extra. Okay. Maybe we give them a little bit of like a 25% bump. I still am going to die on the hill that cannons need a 100% damage increase against buildings. They have, I think, 50% right now, which just does not seem correct. Pestigors, we will put them. They move fast enough, I'm happy to keep them over on the side. They can kind of rotate round. they get torn up, so be it. They're going to be the ones I replace with some Chaos Dwarf artillery soon enough anyway. So Rot Knights. We'll just keep you back here. Amir up front doesn't have so much missile resistance. Kasich as well. I guess we do have one flyer. You're going to be on anti-harpy duty to start. Which is not a glamorous job, but someone's got to do it. Plague Ogres. Ready to nom-nom through the walls. And then we have our regenerative trolls. Hopefully taking some damage for the likes of our Chaos Warriors. As long as we don't lose any trolls, they are going to regenerate nicely. Our other Toad Dragon, which is really good at getting through the walls too, we'll put them over here. I think we want to leave a little bit of the actual fort wall up. That way we can post up with our shotguns in a more safe position. But either way here with the Druki, they're going to outrange us, so we need to be pretty careful. To serve the remaining single entities, and then our infantry and co.
Reckon so.
My least organized group to date. This looks good. Send them on in. Send Tamurkhan directly in after the gates. You go after Z's fort wall, and we'll have you land up top. Rip out guts. Get to it, brother. They'll start moving in. Good plan. Move in behind Tamurkhan, and then you three. Just gonna stay here for a moment. Are they getting shot at? Doesn't look like it, so they'll stay where they're at. Dodge a wee bit of this. Out of my way. We'll have you come on up and try to get some lovely laser breath. Been playing too much Elspeth. Chaos Dragons don't so much have that. They have, like, Warp Flame. Enjoy. Well, he does that. Are there any other groups of archers that are going to stand and fight? Actually, no. This is the biggest group, so we're going to go ahead and give them the Pandemicium. Excellent cast. You coming up over the top. And let's go away from them there. That Pandemicium wasn't super great. Let's go ahead and land on the Dreadlord, see if we can't take him down. Oh, the Toad's smashing his head against the wall. Oh, that's... He has his own unique animations for the wall? Hang on now. Oh, yeah. That's a small thing, but that's awesome. Alright, Doom Bolt's in. I think most of the Chaos Dwarves get a little bit closer. We'll send this squad in and knock down that gatehouse, and I'm going to keep these Pestigores a little bit back. Ooh, you're getting smacked up. That's a lot of crossbow bolts, isn't it? Give you some heals, fall back. You did a very good initial blitz, but you don't really want to take too much damage there. Alright, these gates are almost open. Go ahead and smash into those Dark Shards. Should be able to go through both of those units there with a charge. Oh, he takes to the sky. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, well, Tamurkhan's in. Ode's in. We'll send them after units of archers. That'll be the goal. Tamurkhan, get the stuff going. We'll get a unit of Furies to hunt down their Harpies. And then our front line here will just charge in. We love the sick. Doombolt, move on up. I'm gonna have a group of shotguns take this position, and then Doom Train come on into melee mode. We will send these two up on top of the walls. Come on, guys. Work with me. These Furies aren't doing anything. Is there anyone we can actually send them after? Oh, perfect. Some Dark Shards over here. Yeah, Kargan's getting shot up a little bit here. Let's get him away, because good grief. That is a lot of damage. We will Pandemicium right here. No one should be able to escape that. Doom Train, come on over, use that extra speed. The Nurglings splash on down. Should give you a ton of damage there. Ooh, let's flap over the top. Blast these great sword gauges. Nurgle's chosen are here. I'll go ahead and give Kasich the heals. And the Doom Train start shooting. Yoga's already getting in there. Launching some skulls. Bring the cancerous crowd in as well. Anyone who can find them some enemy archers and send them to the afterlife. I love it. They've got 2 units of crossbows just waiting. Come on over, Pestigores. We have use of you elsewhere. Shotguns take position up top. Sitting here with you guys, we'll take you, have positions in the back, and just kind of fire in. Doom Train, get in there. Let's go after the... Oh, the Reaper Bolt Thrower's been back there feasting the whole time. Hasn't seemed to have done that much damage, but he's trying his best. Yeah, our speedy units are brutalizing them, which is a weird thing to say for Nurgle. Well, I guess we can go ahead and give it to these Dark Shards too. We'll double up on the unspeakable filth. I didn't mind that beastie's feasting. Let's set tier 4 and lock them and just send them forward. That way they continue to find another unit to munch on. No dragon, get over here. This platform needs felling. If they're firing on the Doom Train, that is wasted ammunition. The speediest assault from Nurgle I've ever seen. And we're in on this side too. Smash through these Hargoneth Executioners. They think themselves elite. Not for long. Get in there and annihilate them. They're feeling a bit ill. And imagine trying to fight off Rot Knights while you've got the runs. It's not a good time. Ooh, more Bolt Throwers. You guys enjoy this one. We'll send the Rot Knights after different groups of archers in the back line there. Pestigores, come on in and help out with these. Mere Warriors, you can try to do that as well. Intimacy him annihilated them. Heals for our dragon. Push through, Tamurkhan. No reason to stay here. You're a big boy. Do what you want. We get these Reaper. They had 3 separate Reaper Bolt Throwers. That is impressive. Didn't do anything for them, but it's still impressive.
This way.
Yeah, the Chaos Dwarves got left behind. We might need to design them their own force. You train, you move up in super speed mode. Ride the Rot Knights.
Nurgle guides us.
Oh, they weren't even charging on them. I was like, that was a pitiful charge. Rectify that at once. There we go. Wow, I don't know what they'd changed there, but they decided to bowl over the entire unit. That works for me. Hag-Grave falls. Alright, a win with only 13 lost. How lucky. Nurgle's tide surges ever forward. Our losses, just replace them with your people. We will go ahead and sack Blackrock. Because this wasn't Hag-Grave itself. We'll get on over there to them. And then we shall turn right around and blame Blackrock. Looting and occupying is almost getting us up to the max tier with our Doom Bolt. That's what we'll also try to do then, is see, through allied recruitment, do you guys have a... We could just go for a Hell Cannon in the meantime, because they themselves don't yet have Dreadquake mortars. Hell Cannon would still be pretty dang good. We'd just be stuck here for 2 turns. I think we can handle that. So the Pestigores are going to get removed here.
Does not always have use.
Send them on back to the fields. They can be plenty useful raiding out there. We'll go ahead and give him the artillery. Got our speedy boys, and then we've got our Chaos Dwarf Corps, which will be very good. Then as soon as they have access to their Dreadquakes, we'll swoop on in and get one ourselves. I like your blue line's pretty well sorted out. We could finish off a looter just for a little bit more gold coming on into our coffers. Let's come on in and grab the... Was it Filth Incarnate, or is it... Man, they've got these mixed up a little bit in an unfortunate way for Tamurkhan here. He likes most of his modal units, and they're kind of all spread out. Resistance and speed for our ogres, which is not actually all that useful. Armor of Malady will be buffing our Chosen, and that's it. Which Chosen will be just fine. They don't need too much more. Let's go Filth Incarnate and buff up the big toad dragon and our bile trolls. So 6 more melee defense maxed out for both, and then 12% more missiles or weapon strength. That is. None of them have missiles.
By rot and sword.
Indeed. Go Deadly Onslaught for Kaizek. Our enemies beware.
Maggot Lord.
And Tamurkhan has probably the strongest overall lineup by far for Chaos. He even beats the Ever-Chosen. Got Scarred Veteran. And then I guess we'll just finish off SR with Hard to Hit. Hard to get into combat is the real name. I will repair all of Zeus. Is this our control building? I don't care about that so much. Let's go ahead and switch it for Obsidian. Research rate and income. The legendary black ore, often sorcelled with arcane power. Cultists mine it for trading amongst themselves and other nefarious merchants. Indeed, isn't Obsidian anti-magic though? I didn't think it had natural magic power. I thought it was just anti-magic. That's why they've got the wall or the Hall of Duels lined with it. Over there at the Colleges of Magic. Repair up the Crystal Spires as good as, or I guess, upgrade, not repair. Let's continue our Garden's growth slowly. So over here, the Challenge Stone, all we're really missing out on is the likes of Carnivorous Compost. Or Infrastructure, which is good, but really not needed. Living Tree of Decay, however. Groupable size for all units plus 3 on both sides. We either get more... Yeah, let's go for more Toad Dragons. Check in this advanced military building. Again, hopefully, Grimgore comes our way.
Heralds, pustules break open.
Pustules are breaking open. That sounds just glorious. Nurgle visits you. Yep, we'll go ahead and take the walls up at the Howling Citadel, and then that will be all. Might as well have Glix's build up a proper kind of bestial army here. Some ogres, some pestigores, and what other else we can kind of throw together that reminds us of Skin Wolves, Brave Shamans, and Thamir Balefiends, so their 3 chieftain armies will go together. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Then we'll bring maybe even a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth or 2 in, as soon as we can upgrade Kargan the first time. Haven't been doing much raising, so he's not super thrilled with us. Turn. Alright, Ambuscada. Counter Scoliosis is very good at ambushing now, but where'd Grimgore go? Where did he go take down that random army? He's just trying to build up some wall energy, which is a very fair idea. Whole bunch of plagues passing around now. We've got the Age of Rage and Ice Spewer. An unnatural aggression takes over the Nurglings. Soon they're fighting in the streets.
Nurgle's rot is...
Those are not bad armies, because they do have actually a pretty elite settlement here with Krag Frag, and I think they even claimed Uzkalak, both at tier 5. Yes, he's got some pretty nasty settlements. Getting rid of Grimgore is going to be a mess. Ukuhar, you're back. Prepare for an army of nothing but ROR units.
Favored of Nurgle.
It's like, I won't be rank 91 for long. Put in the Palisade here at Black Rock. Actually, that's a great idea. Now that Nurgle's reclaimed this, it shall be renamed to the Bile Rock. Gross. Blighted Grove in the Cliff of Beasts. Which way are you gonna likely attack from? Because if they're just retreating, so be it. I like to try to catch them moving through here. We have quite a bit of positive income. Do I have to pay for any of my chieftain units? I do not. So maybe we have a unit of Rot Knights leading our Pox Riders. They're so expensive. Yeah, I think we go for it. Stay in ambush, and we'll come over to the middle. We'll be a bit more arrogant with it. Ogdrad, Gorch chosen. He hails from the deep Southlands. Alright, Druckmer. 4 skills for you is always good. More bark. Resistance for Citigors, Cygor, Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, Mammoth Famir, Beasts, and Skin Wolves. Armor for the same. Which is great, because we can even give you your Skin Wolves that I wanted to. And a unit of Famir with normal weapons.
Who is most eager for war?
Who is not eager for war? Okay, so with this army, I want to swing on out and grab this Fel cargo on the way through. We have no clue how strong Malachi's forces are, so we want to move a little bit carefully. Pile the baths. Malachi isn't going to have mages, which will be our advantage, but we'll have engineers, which are basically the same thing, depending on how you look at it. Alright, Tower Flies can't get any upgrades. It's just trying to tell me we can get in another military building, which we will not. So this will be another kind of uneventful turn here. Skip through. I'll check diplomacy real quick. Oh, you're going to get dropkicked so hard you don't even know what time it is. Which, being Zinch, not knowing the year is probably pretty on theme. Alright, let's see what Kuhar builds up. I'm betting nothing but ROR. He started with a Demon's Spew. What does he have next turn? He's pretty nasty right now. Hitting, or foreboding ignition. Boy's packed up with some explosives.
We have no quarrel. Good.
Not for now. Your strength rank 2, which is concerning. He wants military access for 1,200 gold. We're gonna end up breaking all these packs eventually anyway. We may just end up being friends with Astrogoth. No war with Chaos Stores would be sad, but we do like gold. Tamurkhan's out here trying to force you to make you subjugate him. Oh, some 5. We've got a settlement building up to level 5. Favor, some portal glyph, shields, some blades, and some infections. All good stuff. Tamurkhan has his goodies and is now ready to get going. Hoggrave has another Black Arc. No, we're so scared. Actually, we're so scared, we're gonna come and get you. There's all your new items. We'll come on up to the Blighted Grove and get some timber. Just what we were missing out on. Wood for Nurgle. Oh yeah, that's definitely not a fight. We shall sack, take all your goodies. Got the man traps out there in the wild. And we'll simply loot and occupy the Blighted Grove. This should max out our alignment with Ezar Doombolt. No, we have to do the battle to max it out. So now he just committed. We get an additional Blunderbuss and a Dread Quake Mortar. So I guess this Hell Cannon is about to get the boot already. Jump right on in here, although we probably can't quite recruit one. They cost 5. Soon, TM. And then we get him devoted, he gets 1 more of each of them. So 3, 3, and then just 2. Well, that'll be awesome.
Nurgle's champion.
8 Zinch. Actually, don't think there's any Zinchian factions in the north. We've already dealt with all of them.
Before Rust and Rot takes it.
There's one, I think, that spawns between these two, but they're only minor factions. They don't last very long. Fighting against both Haggrave and Epidemius. For you, Kargan. Probably just want to give you a little bit stronger armor. Although 10% more missile resist would have probably helped out a little bit against all those dark shard bolts coming on in. Azar will give you that last point in a bandolier, 29 ammunition, and then we'll start working on his health. Yeah, Scarred Veteran will be good. Iris von McHammer, Cultist of Nurgle. I'll give you a McHammer. Armor's only 48. 69 melee defense. Nice. We'll give you the portal glyph. Some fused up armor since you're going to be on the back of a war shrine pretty soon, which will be awesome. Sword of Strife. Crown of Command is my least favorite. Yep, that's all for you. Need to try to earn a few more ancillaries and everything. So Blighted Grove we will repair, and we will put in the wood camp. Less construction costs for all buildings in the local province, and a little bit of a cycle time reduction for basic military buildings, which will be good later on. Alright. Our income definitely seems to fluctuate every turn.
Commander of Rot.
Come up and grab this fell cargo, and we might start up our war with Malachi. The seabed is littered with the barnacle-clad hulls of ships that once set out to tame the oceans. Recently, rumors started circulating that one particularly notable wreckage had been spotted. A partially sunken ship that was rumored to have been sailing back to Marienburg with a hold full of mysterious trinkets, looted from across the old world before suffering Stromfell's ire. You know its location, but there's always the chance that others have caught wind of these rumors too. We shall sail to the wreck. There shall be them pirates, and we shall crush them. Alright, here we definitely need to come on back to shore. We'll grab some more infections. Them pirates shall be slain. Neglixus will get more experience.
With hateful certainty.
Yep, try to land here next to the Tower of Flies. That way we're at least in friendly territory. Possibly get a plague too. Alright, rank 15 means he should be evolving into a Demon Prince here next turn, so we'll go 1/1 into Blessed by Blight. Where now our upkeep next turn is going to be probably horribly unmanageable. We're earthing for the Quetzalcoatl. And then probably grab Skrill's Bane's Nemesis. Start working on our relations with Norska. I am going to punch my way through Norska because of all of the lovely, suitable climate, obsidian, and good resources that Nurgle can claim for his garden, but they can have at least one settlement or so when they become vassals. Alright, Force of Decay, extra plague chances, that's awesome. We'll do that, plus growth over here. Increase the income as much as we can. Force of Decay is in a fairly safe spot, even though it is next to Kuhar here. As long as we kind of keep that other general nearby, he's going to stand a no chance. Alright, let's pull up the province tab, make this a little bit easier on me. 5 more turns. Is that worth waiting? I actually don't think so. Upgrade here. Gold producing building there. Over in the plains of Zanbaijin, which is finally tier 5. So why would you want to get the Deadly Secretions? Nurgle Corruption in adjacent provinces plus 3. I mean, do you need that 90 extra growth? We don't here. That's for sure. Help out with control, but it does help out with leadership. Use some of our infections to grab more Chosen. Or just more trolls. Let's do more Chosen. Also, we can do both if we so wished. We have all of the infrastructure buildings here that I really want. Yeah, let's go for both. Demonic Egg Sacs as well. Plains of Zanbaijin are pumping out the troops now. Which is probably exactly what it sounds like. Spores there, so Grimgor does have his wall. That was a good idea on his part. Now he's got a 20 walls stacking up here. Okay. That's a little bit dangerous. Let's go walls here at Ice Spewer. There's no real telling which way he's going to choose to go, but we need to used to defend 1. So we're gonna head back over here towards Blizzard Peak. Let's check the infection just real quick. Oh, I do have the attrition. I do have the attrition plague. Probably should have dropped that off before we left, but that's alright. We'll come on in here. 232s, we can't really make it extra nasty, but we'll go attrition. We will go income. And melee defense, this one's blessed. Let's make it just last a little bit longer. We don't have enough. How sad. Right, we'll summon this cultist here and send him on over towards Grimgore. Start them taking attrition. Moving through the mountains here, even for Nurgle, is quite taxing. Alright, well I'm going to keep building up dominance so we can get our first Dreadquake mortar. And then I'll probably just fill in the rest of some of our chieftain units there. That way we're able to keep upgrading. I believe it is Gruckmer that likes it when you purchase units. He is currently almost aligned. Right, Fruit of the Garden. A terrible nausea grips you, and over the course of the next 7 hours, you slowly and agonizingly reach up a weathered and weeping black orb, double the size of your own head. An egg or a fruit. Reeking a sphere defies easy description. Must be used appropriately. Oh, lovely. This is what's called a bad day. Let's get some Plague Bearers. Toads always fail me. Glix is now at Supervisor, and Crooked Moon is wiped out. So maybe no matter how tough Glix's was, he's not quite elite enough to become... Okay, so here's the conundrum now. I want a Dreadquake Mortar. We could gain a Dreadquake Mortar for our for our battle with Ezar, which would be awesome, so let's move up and hit Maledicta here. Okay, so she runs, that makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't. It kind of makes me frown. We'll hit the Cliff of Beasts instead. This should be such an easy win. If you kill any of my troopers, this auto-resolve, be kind. Yeah, we lose a few, that's fine. We shall sack the settlement. 5 dominance, which means Dreadquake Mortar belongs to me now. You man-hater. Raid, kill, man. This is best. Do again and again. Better. Gruckmer has increased his loyalty to giving us more raiding income, and then raiding stance is going to cause Nurgle corruption for his army. Sweet business. Now we've got our... Go ahead and get rid of our Hell Cannon here. I like everything else we've got. These guys are going to be replaced with Chosen, but this is pretty much the army we're going to have. Hell Cannon was going to be always replaced eventually with... Oh, this is in our territory. You rascals. Alright then, next turn. Feel very lucky. We'll simply occupy then. And then we'll give ourselves our Dreadquake. Yeah, whatever army we had to fight for Ezar is very lucky. This turn was about to be their last. We will finish off this episode here with that battle. So let's make sure Isaac is good and healthy. 7,000 health on a cavalry lord is great. Great cavalry hero. Telling me you're missing an enchanted item? That's because all the ones we have are terrible. That makes sense. We can give you a potion of toughness just in the meantime. That way you can heal. Give me this. Ooh, Malice tries to attack us too.
Futile.
What have you done with your army? We just decided, man, all those shades and stuff, those elite guys, get rid of them. They're terrible. Dread spears all the way. No words. Okay, so here comes Grimgore. Oh, they split up. Actually, a really good idea. We're about to lose the Ice Spear for sure. Let's stop building that. Bank that gold. And we'll send the counter after Grimgore here too. I've already got one Great Unclean one. I might just grab another one. If anything, I don't really want the Frolickers Bubonic for that much longer. We'll probably replace them even with some normal Chosen. Actually, let's get rid of him. 4 Plague Bearers.
Useful to herald.
Won't have full health, but that'll be alright. And then also, we can grab in you, mice. Great Unclean One.
Spread pox together.
He's got Liquefying Heart. They're going to be taking attrition, but only for this turn. -8 melee defense, which means
Legions.
his Black Orcs are still pretty dang tanky.
Decay comes.
I think we're tankier. Counter? We'll get them after Tamurkhan's quest battle. Unless that has gonna be next turn. Fine. 2 more battles for this one. Come here, Grimgore.
Send chant of
There's no more raiding here. We could deal with you with a quick auto-resolve. I think that'd be lame. Sadly, you have no flyers. Ill of his reinforcements being gobos, though, means that we can just maul them. Alright. Oh, and they're pushed back into a corner. So it's going to be kind of a Helm's Deep holdout for Grimgore. Let's see if he has what it takes. Alright, start deployment. We're going to want to come in from about over here. If they all want to rush around, that works for me. I don't mind it whatsoever. So Noxbringer and our other lovely Soul Grinder of Nurgle up on top of this hill. Let's do Festering Stooges and the other new Plague Bearers up front here. We'll just kind of stay back. Anyone, luckily all of our heroes are on either horseback or some kind of mount, that way they're not getting caught by Grimgore on foot there. I'm thinking we might lose a beast. Beasts of Nurgle are going to be expendable. Completely so. Have great Uncle Furuncle in the back too. The other great unclean one, which kind of balance spells we're working with right now? Miasma and Stream. And you've of course got Spirit Leech because you're like a death. A death great unclean one.
the corruptor's will.
Wrought Knights ready to crash in on trolls from the flank. Honestly, our well, Ox Riders are gonna be nasty. You guys do have how much bonus for infantry? 7's not a ton, but it is still thematic for Nurgle. Grab the Rotflies, or Angels of Decay. I think we're gonna mostly have them firing their grenades towards either the Poor Boy Biggins or the Ragnarok. We will see. You guys as a group, let's go. This is the infantry squad. The riders.
We love the sick.
We love the sick. And the soul grinders. You don't want the trolls initiating the charge, but they are fantastic. Shock infantry. Alright, let's get this thing going. Find the different catapults and give them quite the headache. The reinforcements will be here immediately, so we're not going to worry about trying to close the gap, really.
Herald of Nurgle.
Guys, move forward just a little bit. We'll kind of take the hill.
Grandfather says.
Meanwhile, 3-round burst artillery is doing some serious work. They've got the Cloud of Erosion, which is destroying their ammunition. That's crazy. They're doing a really good job of hiding behind this rock, though. Good grief. Go ahead and advance, try to hit the next group. They can hit us and we can't hit them. That's a bit lame, but we'll deal with it. We'll send our heralds on their flies forward. Yeah, bring all your reinforcements. Start blasting these great black orcs. Just start getting as much damage across the field as we can. Deathcaster. Let's see how much damage we can actually get on. Well, we can just use the good old Porglyph. I'm going to Spirit Leech the Ragnarok. We aren't going to be able to get that much damage on on Grimgor himself, so its Rancid Visitation's also the same Ragnarok. Stay here unless you guys come to us. Soul Grinders will run out of ammunition eventually, but I'm not that concerned with it. Looks like they're off the equipment just for now, so let's switch to blasting at these Black Orcs. And you switch to going after these Gobos. Ragnarok took a little bit of damage, but not that much. Chronic Tome, and the Portal Glyph. Try to eliminate one of these other rock lobbers here, which they're doing what they can to our front line, but it's not much. Alright, everyone, let's go ahead and fall back up the hill a bit. Except for you two, you guys keep blasting. Start blasting together here. You go over the top, go take down this Goblin rock lava, whatever the cost. Having a hard time hitting these rock lavas here, but we'll wait until we have kind of another portal glyph, and we'll give them the business. And now let's see how much damage we can get with Spirit Leech on Grimgor. Also, do you regenerate, my friend? I think he does. He does have a good bit of ward save, though. He got smashed. Alright, bring it on in. Those Ragnarok spiders are going to be an issue, but only if they manage to get into one of our softer units, because we have everything in the back. It's pretty dangerous. Chucking as many rocks as they can towards our lads. Let's get the rot flies kind of on back. We'll use them to go up and over the top after these archers when they close the gap a bit. Spirit Leaf and Grimgor. As low damage it is, it's still damage. Here they come. Grenades fly. Great, a clean one. Get in there. Trolls, you do the same. Poor guy. Got Rancid Visitations, got all sorts of negatives. Try to blast away at these Black Orcs a bit. Keep our own. Go after this group. Bronco, get over here. Kind of watch out for. There we go. Cool. So we'll have you drop in and drop melee attack on Grimgor Ironhide. Fly the angels on in. You come up and over the top and go after the rock lobbers. Perfect. Everything's damage in here. Go for Fleshy Abundance is the one we need, is it? What is, we just can't quite overcast it yet. Alright, fair enough. Okay, through this huge line. Just annihilated them. Let's come on up to the Black Orcs who are having their way with my my champion there. Stream of Corruption should sort a few of those guys out. There it is. Who needs some health? Ox Riders throwing hands with Ragnarok. Pull our riders on away. Yeah, Stream of Decay is not super useful there, so we'll have him go. He's threatening to harass this other group. Chuck your nades there. Get up here with another portal glyph. Spirit Leech can't quite reach, so we'll come on in just a moment. Chucking those nades where you can. Let's bring those actually back around to throwing at Grimgor. Portal glyph. Face off these spider riders. Let's get you back up in the air. Bring the blob on in together. Having a little bit of trouble. Let's bring the trolls in to help there. Stooges, your job is black orcs. Not a fun job, though. They've got all their spiders fighting with our riders, which is a good call. Bring them on through. Now Uncle Frunkle's going away. Luckily, he is ROR, so he will be back. Portal glyph here. Chopping him up. Kill the group right here. If Grimgor gets any closer, he's getting Spirit Leafed out of existence. You gotta stay by and, no, let's not land. That'd be a bad call. Keep buffing up the troops. Fall of Uncle Fruncle is sad, but we will survive. We also lost the Festering Stooges as well, which is no good, but it does happen. Roughwise doing, they are fighting against all sorts of trolls. They do a really good job of rotating their dangerous units to deal with your fast guys. Our guys are a little bit too spread out. Let's get the blob back together. Working on these black orcs. Crunching up the groups of archers and things. They've got a wall now.
Virulent warfare.
Gotta believe in you guys down there. They are out of lords, so leadership for the Greenskins should be wavering pretty aggressively. Another stomp.
Decay.
Alright, Angels, you land on in here. That's funny. They kept their trolls and their black orcs chasing this unit only. Alright, fair enough. We'll keep them going over the top so that those guys find a new target. We do have expert charge defense on all of our demon units, so they should be pretty easily staving off any nonsense. Around here, our hero is taking considerable damage. That Ragnarok's gone, so we'll bring them up together. Beast, come on in and start mauling these orc boys. They have errors, and I'd like that to cease. Nurgle's over. I think that's gonna be that. Good old army losses. It was a pretty nasty fight with all of the RORs we had. We will have to go back to the drawing board and raise some more lads from the egg sacks. Alright, close victory indeed. An elite warrior of, we didn't manage to hunt down the goblins that were in charge, so the Wa force will remain, but that was 6,000 gold, a heap of experience for the counter here, so one more turn and he should also now be starting the, oh actually, rank 16. So next turn we should be able to, possibly, the event has a chance to pop up every turn for where he will be replaced with a Exalted Great and Clean one. We'll take the Tribute this time.
Slay them.
Okay, we are going to need to get into the growth sacks and get a few more extra troops, so War Shrine for Thyrus, which would have been awesome for that battle. But we'll summon on in a few more demonic lads. Lost the Festering Stooges, we'll replace them with some Pox Riders of Nurgle. You just go all in on the Soul Grinders here for this army. They did perform excellently. Yeah, I think 4 Soul Grinders is properly hilarious.
Obey, Herald.
These normal Rotflies need to be replaced with the ones with Riders pretty soon. They cost quite a bit. 221 as opposed to 294. They're a lot better. Alright, so for your skills, Pestilential spawning sounds awesome, and then to spoilers.
Herald light.
What do there, Ludred? Let's make sure you've got... probably just damage.
Plague.
Spit it on out, my friend. Gate of Nurgle allows us to summon in some plague bearers, which is going to be awesome. How far does that summon go?
Many infected.
So as long as we've got an enemy unit debilitated within range, a unit of plague bearers is going to be summoned. Don't know what debilitated means, so maybe below 50% health or suffering from some kind of contact effect. We'll find out. From Epidug, we will give you...
Enemy corpses.
I'm thinking probably just another point into Bloated Carcass, make sure whilst flying around not taking any damage. Alright, Demon Army, let's get Stitch up. A Man Flaya. This one to the auto-resolve. I'm gonna almost take down our Exalted Hero.
Loves us.
Indeed. Though not enough to not let you take all of the casualties here from that battle.
All rot.
Then Nogdrad just has 4 Ragnarok spiders. But if you want to be heard, just bring a bunch of giant spiders. It's a fair strategy. Purple champion here for Ludred. For you, Epidug. We're not fighting Zinch, so let's go ahead and make Blight Boy a little bit stronger.
Glory.
Alright, cool. So what we're going to have to deal with now is Nogdrod's going to start attacking these settlements. So we are going to be forced to either sit here in an ambush and lure him back over this way, which would be dangerous for our troops here.
Get at me, Ed!
Just with the number of heavy cavalry and Ragnarok spiders they've got. We'll go ahead and fall back right next to Blizzard Peak. We're going to definitely start losing these settlements here, so... let's spend some gold, but not too much. 2k for 25 more infections per turn. Like 25,000 for more income. You're above the 200 growth threshold there, and that is maxed out on control. So let's do... Plague God's Pasture. Try to start spreading some beneficial plagues back here at the Writhing Fortress. A few of them back here, but the homeland is sadly unplagued.
Lord of Nurgle.
Alright, Eclixus. Plan is with you. We'll have you circle back around to either the Port of Secrets, or we'll have you continue the campaign up here in the north. Kind of a tough call. We want to march, bring him up into the closer to the Forest of Decay here. We'll head across the river. Make us a little bit more gold. Newly dubbed Bile Rock. I think Kuhar, we can't see what he's got now. That's likely to be nothing but our war units. Great Zeus building, and yeah, that's gonna be the turn. Port of Secrets, how safe are you? Not enough for me. Alright, cool, let's get through. I'm gonna check through our province tab this way, so that's still the growth building. Ice Viewer is what we're about to lose. This is all good stuff. Save a little bit of gold just in case they are able to take quite a bit from us with Ice Viewer.
Herald, do
On the turn.
well.
Commandment available? Oh, indeed. Let's go and do the Foster Colts. Increase the Nurgle corruption next door. Or just go for controlling growth. I'm thinking controlling growth is the way. Sweet. So let's go ahead and zoom on into Tamurkhan, and that'll be the turn. And indeed, they move on Ice Spewer like proper cowards. Grimgor did his best to just be a complete distraction for this little gobbo. He will not be happy when he's back. He will not be happy indeed. It's time for you to turn into an exalted greater unclean one. This pestilent force of demons has proven especially virulent. Nurgle has taken notice and wishes to place his most exalted servant at the head of this host to ensure his plagues will spread even further. Take my place, exalted one. They took a lot of gold with them, good grief. My spear wasn't even making that much. They were holding out on us. It's not enough to create something beautiful. To truly leave our mark, we must build to last throughout the ages. Oh, something Nurgle's going to care about a lot. Legend tells that a single tear from a tainted one's saprogenic eyeball can blind an entire city in weeks. Legends are wrong. This heroic feat takes only mere days. Cult manifested as soon as they claimed it.
Not right.
Well, we're not going to worry about building one of these up unless we can just give them a plague. Let's do that. Put in the plague cult colony.
Father Nurgle!
Oh, you've got a broken horn. Did they send us one of the delayed greater unclean ones? He's looking a little bit funky. Alright, we'll just go for Route Marcher Inspiring Presence. Let's do Blessed by Blight to drop that upkeep. Server die and looter. Interesting. Yeah, and I think for you, I'm going to go down your magic line first. So let's do Spirit Leech. 2 points here. Life Leeching to recharge your magics. He's got all the stave equipment. Looks good to me. Gambler's Armor. Nothing super crazy. In fact, we'll go ahead and combine up the Gold Sigil Sword with the Relic Sword. And we gain an Armor of Fortune, which is better than the previous. So we'll combine this now with that Shield of Tolos. Maybe get a Blade. Need me get a Sword of Strife. So 67, 61. Not bad.
A delightful addition to my arsenal.
Agreed. Alright, Counter. We're come on over and ambush.
Unaware.
Sit right. Lord Peak is a weird province. Hopefully we can move up to Ice Spear next turn, but we'll go into ambush, try to make Nogdrad think we're not here. And then we'll come on up to... Oh, very curious to see what he has in his army. Elixis, you come on up. Didn't even need to go into March. Do Forest of Decay. Oh, we're going to do some trespassing. Perfect. I just wanted you to cross the river. Sure. We're still improving.
Yes.
Can't see what he has in his army, though.
Fuck right.
So they've come on out to see. That works for me. We shall win the following battle. Marching through the Darklands, Tamurkhan stumbles upon a towering monster animated from rock, magically manipulated by a mischievous green-skinned shaman. As it lurches to life, the creature begins a rampage of mass destruction, slaughtering a crowd of Chaos Dwarf warriors in a violent, blood-soaked frenzy. Their misfortune proves the opportunity Tamurkhan needs to strengthen a powerful alliance. Should he slaughter the green-skinned shaman controlling this rogue idol, the grateful Dark Dwarfs will have no choice but to bow before the Master of Hosts. We will move in to help out against the green-skinned tide. Reinforcements expected. We are not concerned. Will give us 5, 1,000 favor, devoted fealty level, 100 infections, and 7 dominance. Let's teleport on in. And we shall begin the next episode with a battle against the greenskins. For now, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for talking about today's Tamurkhan episode. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. See you on the next one.